Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Harlan County begins to prepare for the future after some residents went without water for 10 days. And Governor Andy Beshear spoke against proposed Medicaid cuts affecting the most vulnerable children.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. It is 6:28 on this Thursday, May 15th. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on WYMT, and it is time to check on in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal this morning. And I can't even say it's a foggy start because it just really wasn't. That would not be true for me.
Yeah, there's the good news. For the first time in a while, we're looking at not terrible visibility across the region, maybe a little bit of some patchy fog as you're traveling more towards our Tennessee counties. And as you're looking at satellite and radar, it's a clear morning, not even a bit of rain in the region. We had a little bit this morning in our western Virginia counties, maybe a sprinkle as you traveled towards Laurel County, but for the most part, we've cleared out. Temperatures are sitting in the 60s. We do see some portions of our region hitting that 70-degree mark as we're traveling more towards the southwest. And as we head into the afternoon, that's where we're looking at a mixture of the mid to upper 80s with our Virginia and West Virginia counties in the mid 80s. Now let's talk about the next couple hours as we'll see those temperatures warming up throughout the day. We'll hit the high around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, seeing some slight chance of showers as you're going through the next couple of hours. Amelia.
A man is dead and a woman in custody after a hit-and-run crash in Powell County. Kentucky State Police say Allison Martin hit and killed Ross Hicks on Main Street in Clay City. Martin faces several charges, including fleeing the scene of an accident and vehicular homicide when under the influence of alcohol. Now, snapshots in time are all Christina Hicks says she and her kids have of her ex-husband, Ross Hicks.
My children are here suffering, looking at pictures. My kids here are crying because they lost their best friend.
Martin's arrest citation says she admitted to stopping at a nearby gas station after she hit Hicks and found his backpack stuck to the front of her car. She says she took it off, left it there, and continued to drive home. New details coming out in a deadly crash out of Perry County. We now know the names of those who died. The Perry County coroner confirmed with WYMT that 79-year-old Jay Garland Combs of Perry County and 20-year-old Zachary Hall of Knott County were pronounced dead at the scene. The sheriff's deputies say the crash happened yesterday around 8 in the morning on Kentucky 15 North. That's in the Grapevine community. 2 other people were taken to the hospital, but their condition is not known. The Perry County Sheriff's Office continues to investigate. A case where a Pike County man was charged with attempted murder of a police officer will be presented before a grand jury. Dustin Allen of Ashcamp appeared in Madison County District Court for a preliminary hearing yesterday. The incident happened last month when a flock camera flagged a stolen vehicle parked outside Walmart in Berea. Police later say Allen reversed and aggressively accelerated, striking one of the officers when they approached the vehicle. A Virginia man is behind bars after police say they learned of an altercation with a woman in Pike County. Police responded to a call about child abuse neglect near a church in the Hardy area Tuesday. After police received video of a man abusing a child, they went to Food City in South Williamson. A woman told police that Roscoe Ware choked her last Saturday. After getting a complaint warrant, social services were called to meet the victims. A joint drug investigation led to a drug bust in Knox County. Corbin Police, with help from state and federal agencies, executed a search warrant on South Kentucky 1629, seizing more than 12 ounces of meth, marijuana, cash, and drug paraphernalia. 2 children were also found living in deplorable conditions inside the home. George and Ashley Jesse now face trafficking and child abuse charges. The DEA is reviewing the case for possible federal prosecution. A Laurel County man in jail after police say he led them on a chase and threw bags of crystal meth out of a vehicle. The incident happened Tuesday when police tried to perform a traffic stop. That's when Cody Deaton failed to stop and drove through business parking lots at speeds of 70 miles per hour. Police later surrounded Deaton, where he briefly resisted arrest before being taken to custody. A man is facing charges after police in Magoffin County say he trafficked drugs. It happened last week on Kentucky 867 when police conducted a traffic stop. They say Ronald Fee left the vehicle and then attempted to flee. After failed attempts to get Fee to comply, police tased Fee as he was heading toward a wooded area. When they arrested him, they say they found more than 11 grams of suspected meth in his possession. Harlan County has encountered water issues more than once this year. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino has the latest.
After almost 10 days of no water, the vast majority of Black Mountain Utility District customers regained water on May 7th. Now that the crisis is over, officials are looking at improvements to be made to lessen the chances of the prolonged water outage again.
A day or two is to be expected when there's a break, but we don't want to see outages occur that are 3 to 10 days or longer. And we certainly don't want to see the frequency.
And officials say the company has already self-identified issues in their system. Some pumps and valves seeking immediate replacement.
Moving forward and trying to see that systems get better, we have requested that the Kentucky Rural Water Association do an assessment of the entire water district to figure out what exactly is needed and give us a report.
Mosley says BMUD voted to start a mapping project led by the Kentucky Rural Water Association to map all tanks, pumps, valves, and meters going forward.
That's something they've got to improve on moving forward, is knowing where all of these valves are and being able to get to them when there is a break.
But for now, water is mostly restored, and solutions and improvements are in the works. In Harlan County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
Officials say without outside help after declaring the state of emergency, as well as the assistance within the county, the crisis could have been longer. Governor Andy Beshear was in Louisville. Our sister station got the opportunity to talk with the governor. Yesterday, they asked him about the proposed Medicaid cuts. He said it would be devastating to millions of Americans who would lose coverage. Most are children.
Those are kids. Those are seniors. Half of Kentucky's kids are covered by Medicaid. 70% of long-term care costs are covered by Medicaid. It covers the people we love the most, and those are the people that are going to suffer. And then the other thing that it does is just put a lot more paperwork requirements on people, many of which will lose their coverage, not because they don't deserve it, not because they don't qualify for it, but because they checked the wrong box. I don't think that's the right thing. People have to be healthy to be in the workforce. We ought to be getting everybody back into the workforce, but not looking at cutting their health care just to do it.
According to the Congressional Budget Office, an estimated 8.5 million Americans would lose their coverage if these proposed cuts go through. Members with the Boyd County Board of Education met last night to discuss the tentative budget for the upcoming school year. Some potential changes include cutting non-tenured teacher salaries to meet state requirements. Larry Barber, Boyd County School District's finance director, says he made the budget very conservative and believes this is a step to get them out of the hole.
Our goal right now is to continue to build this year after year to where we can get to a place that we can set some priorities as what are our educational goals for the students here in Boyd County.
Barber says the district borrowed $645,000 from the state education department to get out of the deficit, and they paid it off at the end of March, hoping to never freeze salaries again. This happened after multiple issues were discovered in the school's budget. Congressman Hal Rogers met with Eastern Kentucky superintendents and those with the Kentucky Association of School Administrators recently. The meeting was to discuss federal funding for education and food and medical needs for schools throughout the state's 5th congressional district. Congressman Rogers encouraged school administrators to remain in constant communication about needs in their schools. Operation Unite brought its AmeriCorps partners to Pikeville for a celebration. The event brought members who are working in schools throughout the region to the table, sharing how they feel they've impacted students this year. Members discussed the Too Good for Drugs program and how they've connected with kids about substance abuse and advocacy, saying it's an important piece of the puzzle and showing students the future that is possible for them.
Well, to me, this is the most important harm reduction is prevention. In that you're raising kids that understand the devastating effects of substance abuse in their lives. So until we really make that our focus, prevention our focus, we're going to be creating new addies.
Those involved say the partnership allows them to meet the students where they're at and plant early seeds of prevention, but it also allows the students to leave their marks on the members. Crews will start doing work on one road in Perry County soon. Kentucky 3348 will be closed from 8 until 3 Monday until May 22nd. Transportation Cabinet officials say the road will be closed for pavement repairs. That work will be at mile point 3.62.
You can expect those temperatures this morning to be very warm for this time of year. We're looking in the 60s for most of the region, even seeing 70s popping out for our southwestern counties. A little bit cooler as you're traveling more towards our Virginia counties, Clintwood and Grundy, 56 degrees. Now this afternoon, we're going to see those temperatures warming up into the mid to upper 80s. Warmest temperature as you're traveling into Manchester, 89 degrees. Satellite and radar is nice and calm right now. We did see a little bit of some showers this morning. We continue to see a slight chance of rain through the next couple hours, but storm chances pop up tomorrow. But for your Thursday, here's what you need to know. On the way to school, you can expect temperatures in the mid 60s with mostly cloudy skies, and we'll continue to see mostly cloudy skies as you head into the afternoon, but we will see partly cloudy skies for some places with temperatures in the mid 80s. Amelia.
Thanks, Megan. It's 6:39. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. Some folks run their sneakers into the ground, but now one company brings a second life to your shoes while also helping the environment.